Kundalini Yoga is a yogic path that stimulates the conscious awakening of Kundalini Shakti, or coiled energy. This energy is the transcendental consciousness. It is the creative power of God, and therefore the creative potential in the human being. Welcome to an episode on Kundalini, its historical origin and modern integration into Western esotericism. But before we dive in, I want to emphasize the importance of your support in allowing free education for all on topics in esotericism based on peer-reviewed scholarship. You keep this project alive by contributing through Patreon, Ko-fi, or YouTube memberships. For details on supporting me, visit drangelapuka.com or check the links in bio, cards, info box, and pinned comment. Also, to ensure that you never miss out on my latest content, I encourage you to sign up for my newsletter. This way you will always be in the loop, independent of social media algorithms. A huge thank you to everyone who makes academic esoteric literacy possible. Your contribution makes all the difference in the world. Now, let the symposium begin. Hello, Symposiast! I'm Dr. Angela Puka, Religious Studies PhD and University Lecturer, and this is your online resource for the academic study of magic, esotericism, paganism, shamanism, and all things occult. Kundalini, an esoteric concept rooted deeply in ancient Hindu yogic traditions, is often described as a potent, dormant energy at the base of the spine. Its origins are traced back to seminal Indian texts like the Upanishads, which date to the around 1st millennium BCE. In these texts, Kundalini is envisioned as a serpentine force that, when awakened, ascends through the body's chakras to the crown, culminating in spiritual liberation. The understanding of Kundalini varies considerably across different schools of yogic thought. For instance, in the early 20th century, the renowned yoga teacher Krishnamacharya introduced a novel interpretation of Kundalini, viewing it not as an energy to be elevated, but as a blockage that impedes the flow of prana, or life force. This perspective contrasts with the more traditional view of Kundalini as an ascending energy, which has been widely accepted and integrated into various practices, including those in the Western world. The introduction of Kundalini Yoga to the West, notably by figures such as Yogi Bhajan, has resulted in a blending of Eastern and Western spiritual contexts, creating a hybrid form of practice that remains popular today. This synthesis has expanded the scope of Kundalini beyond its original spiritual context, integrating it into the realms of psychology and health. The psychological and physiological impacts of Kundalini's awakening are profound and often associated with significant changes that can mimic symptoms of mental health disorders. This presents a complex challenge for both practitioners and scholars in distinguishing between genuine spiritual experiences and potential psychopathological conditions. In response, modern neuroscience has begun to explore these phenomena, suggesting that Kundalini experiences might be linked to specific brain functions and neural activities, offering a psychobiological framework for understanding these transformative experiences. The journey of Kundalini into Western consciousness was significantly influenced by the work of Sir John Woodroffe, who wrote under the pseudonym Arthur Avalon. His seminal book, The Serpent Power, published in the early 20th century, played a pivotal role in reframing Tantra from a misunderstood and often maligned practice to a profound and respected philosophical system. This work not only opened the doors to a deeper Western engagement with Kundalini, but also marked the beginning of a significant phase of cultural and spiritual exchange. This period of transcultural influence was characterized by intense collaborations between European Indologists and South Asian scholars, who worked together to translate and interpret sacred texts related to yoga and Tantra. Their efforts were crucial in popularizing Kundalini among Western audiences, offering a scholarly foundation that facilitated its integration into Western esoteric practices. As Kundalini philosophy permeated Western thought, it began to manifest in various aspects of life, including health and spirituality. The emergence of Physio-Kundalini syndrome in clinical settings highlights the profound impact of Kundalini practices. This syndrome encapsulates the range of physical, mental, emotional, and sometimes spiritual transformations that can occur, often triggered by intensive spiritual practices or profound life experiences, such as near-death experiences. In Western settings, Kundalini experiences have been increasingly integrated into new health paradigms that complement traditional medical science. These paradigms incorporate body-based and psychological therapies, recognizing the integral role of the true self, a concept that echoes the Eastern understanding of the awakened Kundalini as a revelation of one's deepest spiritual identity and potential. Today, Kundalini's role in contemporary Western esotericism and health paradigms illustrates a remarkable story of cultural adaptation and integration. Through the efforts of key figures and the broader transcultural dialogue between Eastern and Western scholars, Kundalini has transcended its original context to become a vital component of Western spiritual and health practices. Its impact reflects a broader trend of increasing openness to integrating diverse spiritual insights into the Western quest for psychological and spiritual wholeness, inviting us to consider how such profound spiritual concepts can influence contemporary health and spiritual practices and challenge our conventional view on health and spirituality. Kundalini Yoga is a multifaceted esoteric practice that incorporates meditation, breathing techniques, body postures, and chanting, aimed at awakening the Kundalini energy believed to reside at the base of the spine. This practice plays a transformative role across various dimensions of an individual's life, encompassing physical, emotional, and spiritual growth. Employed within both spiritual and health-related contexts, Kundalini Yoga offers a holistic approach to personal development. In the spiritual domain, Kundalini Yoga is notably practiced within the 3HO Sikh Dharma tradition, where it is considered a critical element of spiritual life. This tradition combines the core elements of Kundalini Yoga with aspects of Sikh practice and beliefs. Despite its integral role, this integration has stirred some controversy among traditional Sikh communities, who view the practices differently. The benefits of regular Kundalini Yoga practice extend beyond spiritual transformation to include emotional and intellectual growth. Historically, it is believed that ancient sages utilized this practice to make profound contributions to philosophy, religion, and culture. Today, it is regarded as a valuable tool for personal enlightenment and societal upliftment, enhancing emotional stability and stimulating intellectual activity. From a health perspective, simplified Kundalini Yoga, which includes a mix of meditation and physical exercises, has demonstrated significant health benefits. Research has shown improvements in cognitive performance and psychological well-being among practitioners, particularly young adults. It helps in reducing anxiety and anger, bolstering emotional and social health, and promoting an overall holistic well-being. Overall, Kundalini Yoga stands out as an esoteric practice with widespread implications for spiritual transformation, emotional stability, intellectual enhancement, and health promotion. It strategically combines various techniques to awaken and harness the Kundalini energy, fostering benefits that span the physical, emotional, and spiritual dimensions of life. In my research on Kundalini as both a spiritual and psychological phenomenon, I came across Prabhuji's Kundalini Yoga, The Power is in You, which serves as a valuable primary source within the discourse on this topic. The book bridges traditional yogic teachings with modern perspectives, providing an in-depth analysis of Kundalini's implications across spiritual, psychological, and physical dimensions. Prabhuji teaches what he deems safe and effective practices for awakening Kundalini, addressing the potential risks associated with its improper use. This aligns with contemporary concerns about the intersection of spirituality and health and enhances ethical considerations in modern yoga practice. Furthermore, the text facilitates a transcultural dialogue, illustrating how Eastern spiritual practices have been integrated into Western paradigms. It offers crucial insights for both practitioners and scholars, making it a significant contribution to studies on the global adaptation of South Asian spiritual practices. This comprehensive resource is essential for understanding Kundalini in a globalized context, providing a balanced blend of theoretical knowledge and practical guidance. In contemporary spiritual communities, including witches, pagans, and occultists, the ancient yogic concept of Kundalini is revered as a profound force for transformation and healing. Often visualized as residing at the base of the spine, Kundalini energy is awakened through a variety of rituals and meditations that utilize visualization, chanting, and sacred geometry to stimulate its flow through the body's chakras. Incorporating the ideas of Carl Jung, many practitioners view the awakening of Kundalini through an archetypal lens, interpreting it as a journey towards the integration of the unconscious and conscious realms of the psyche. This perspective aligns with Jung's theories on individuation and the exploration of deep psychological truths, which resonate strongly within these practices. Kundalini is also central to various forms of sex magic within these traditions, where it is seen as a key energy in the harnessing of sexual forces to manifest magical outcomes. The application of Kundalini involves directing its power through sexual energy towards specific magical intentions, enhancing both spell work and divinatory practices by tapping into altered states of consciousness. The eclectic nature of modern esoteric practices often leads to a blending of Kundalini techniques with elements from Western esotericism, shamanism, and other mystical traditions. These syntheses not only diversifies the methods used to explore and harness spiritual energy, but also underscores Kundalini's role in personal and psycho-spiritual therapy. For many, its awakening is a gateway to profound emotional healing and an enhanced connection with the divine or the higher self. Educational programs within these communities frequently incorporate Kundalini teachings, offering courses and workshops that elucidate both the theoretical and practical aspects of safely awakening and managing this potent energy. Moreover, Kundalini is associated with the notion of spiritual ascension, a pivotal concept in many esoteric traditions that is viewed as a pathway to higher states of consciousness and enlightenment. This versatile and transformative energy thus remains a cornerstone of contemporary witchcraft, paganism, and occult practices, reflecting a broad and inclusive approach to spiritual growth and exploration. This is it for today's video. If you watched until this point, leave me a serpent emoji. Now, my dear Symposias, this project of delivering free academic knowledge based on peer-reviewed research can only exist thanks to your support. So if you have the means and want to help this project grow, I would really appreciate it if you consider supporting my work with a one-off PayPal donation by joining memberships, my inner Symposium on Patreon or Ko-fi, super thanking me in the comments, or checking out my services and my courses at drangelapuka.com. You can book tutoring sessions, private lectures, get access to my courses, and much more. Also, don't forget to sign up for my newsletter so that you will be updated with everything that is going on with me, regardless of social media algorithms. If you like this video, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, activate the notification bell so that you will never miss a new upload from me. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this video, and also please share my videos around so that the Symposium can grow. I really thank you so much for being here, and I hope that you stay tuned for all the academic fun. Bye for now.